Hausa Fulani community, in their response to the recent round of killings in southern Kaduna and the reactions it has generated across the country, said facts have been distorted for too long against them, claiming that Christian militia of southern Kaduna have grand grand plans to eliminate Muslims from the area. Addressing a press conference on Sunday, the Hausa Fulani community, under the auspices of Coalition of United Muslim Group, Kaduna State, Muslim Youth Foundation of Southern Kaduna, Nasihatu Halizama, Southern Kaduna Muslim Forum, and Zumunta Youth Development, Kasuwan Magani, said the Muslims constitute 40% of the population, while the Hausa Fulani are the majority of the about 30 tribes that make up southern Kaduna. The Hausa Fulani Muslim community leader Imam Kaba Kasim Kafansha also claimed that the Hausa Fulani are the original owners of the area called Southern Kaduna, saying that major Christian tribes laying claims to Southern Kaduna originally migrated from other northern states like Kano, Bauchi, and Taraba. Imam Kafansha, however, asked the Kaduna State House of Assembly to enact a law stopping the Hausa Fulani from being referred to as settlers in southern Kaduna, and called on the state government to create chiefdoms for them in places like Kasuwan, Magane, Kashia, and Zango Oban, which he said were founded by the Hausa Fulani. According to the community, the area has about 30 ethnic groups in the 8 local government area that make us Southern Kaduna, among which include Hausa, Fulani, Jaba, Atiap, Katab, Kadara, Adara, Baju, Kaji, in addition to Nigerians from other parts of the country. The Muslims constitute about 40%, while the Christians have 60% of the population. Most of the major towns in southern Kaduna were founded by Hausa Fulani. For example, Zango, Kashia, Unguwa, Rimi, Zankuya, Kagaru, Jere, and Jama Kashamfa. Hausa Fulani are the largest single tribe in southern Kaduna. In spite of this, they are always targets or victims of circumstances. The Muslims are always referred to as settlers, while it is historically on record that southern Kaduna was founded by Fulani tribe called Kachechere. It is important to note that by immigration, the tribes in southern Kaduna migrated from other parts of the country. Some came in the morning, some in the afternoon, and others in the evening. For instance, the Baju or Kaji migrated from Bauchi, Atiap, Kataf migrated. From Kaji, the east part of Zaria, Kaninku, and Kagoma from Taraba, Jaba and Koro from Kano, and so on and so forth. It is also on record that the ancient town of Kauri and Kajuru were as old as Zaria city, founded by Hausa Fulani in 1890. Zango town, which was also founded by Hausa Fulani, has been in existence right from West African trans-Sahara trade. Kagaro and Jere were also founded by the Hausa Fulani, as well as Kachia. We hereby debunk the claims of the Southern Kaduna People's Union, Sukapu, of its personal interest that its members are the only indigenes of Southern Kaduna. Happily, the constitution of the country is seriously against the indigene and settler dichotomy, he said. While tracing the history of crisis in Southern Kaduna to 1981, Imam Kafansha said the 2011 post-election violence, which led to the killings of over 2,000 persons, many of them transhuman Fulani herdsmen, metamorphosed into subsequent skirmishes and recent conflicts in the area. According to him, in all the crises in southern Kaduna from 1980 to date, the most horrendous of this was the April 2011 post-election violence. It is the unwarranted categorization of Christians as indigenes, sons and daughters of the soil, and Muslims as settlers started from. The unwholesome categorization of southern Kaduna as a Christian enclave had all been factored to deny Muslim communities deserving citizenship and political rights. However, all over the world, ancestral origin has never been used as a criteria for social, human and democratic rights as it is being promoted by the elite of southern Kaduna. The Hausa Fulani people have been known to have established permanent settlements in the region since time immemorial, spanning over centuries. We wish to remind the world that 2011 post-election violence was planned to eliminate the Muslims in southern Kaduna area. We cannot easily forget the genocide that took place in Zunkwa, Unguwa, Rimi, Masaga, Kagaru, Madakia, Kasuwan, Magani, Kachia, Gidam Maga, Kuo, Kafansha, Maraban, Ridu, Gwani Gora, Chawai. It is sad to know that thousands of Muslims were killed and massacred in cold blood at southern Kaduna. We also want the world to note that security challenge in the southern Kaduna is age-long, with recent phase dating to about 40 years since the regime of Alhaji Balarabe Musa. Contrary to the outright lies and blatant falsehood peddled by Sukapu, blaming the federal and state government over the crisis for reasons best known to them, we observe that Sukapu, instead of being the mouthpiece of people living in southern Kaduna irrespective of religion or ethnic affiliation, has become unfortunately a political watchdog for only the Christians of southern Kaduna. This is an irony of history. We call on the southern we call on this Kaduna State House of Assembly to pass a law that will stop the calling of Hausa Fulani as settlers in southern Kaduna. We also appeal, yes, to the southern we also appeal to the government to create chiefdoms for the following Hausa Fulani settlements, namely Kasuwan, Magani, Kacha, and Zango Oban. That will go a long way in promoting the well-being of the people and give them sense of belonging. It is the responsibility of any government to assure that the lives and properties of people are protected. We therefore call on the government at all levels to live up to their expectations and respond quickly and dismantle any illegal roadblocks amid halt any attack on passers-by. The sponsor and perpetrators of these killings should be traced and be brought to book to serve as deterrent to others. Political elites, religious leaders, and elders of southern Kaduna should stop playing politics with the lives and property of the Muslims in southern Kaduna. The Hausa Fulani community appealed. Okay, so this is all about a taking position, or who is going to take who is not going to take who. Well, we've been hearing a lot of things. Now they are saying that they want to make it a law that they are not settlers, they are part of that particular place. So they want their own chiefdoms, they want their own political structure that will recognize them, and that is what is really annoying them. You know, from what this man has said, this Kafasha has said, saying that they are not settlers or they did not just come, that they make up that place, and they are the most dominant tribe in that place. Their population is higher, even if it is 40, but the rest 60s are, you know, a combination of other people, but they themselves originally they are 40 without any tribe, you know, mixed up with them. Okay, southern Kaduna need their chiefdom in Zaria too. See the same in the whole Nigeria. They want to claim all Nigeria. That is not southern Kaduna issue, but Nigeria as a whole at risk. You southern Kaduna have chiefdom in Katsina, Zaria, Kano, and Jigawa. Can you see how these people reason? This is where they are heading for all over the federation, and government will be telling us it is reprisal attacks. They are Sabo Gari, okay, chiefdom, Emirates, local governments all over the place. This is the main reason for this killing. When you talk, it becomes hate speech. Brukutu and Pito drink will not allow this lazy men flush this people house. Wherever Christians outnumber Muslim in the world, Muslim has to suffer various degrees of marginalization and intimidation, and it is happening in Plateau and so on. Okay, so they are now the original owners of southern Kaduna. Wonders will never end. A lesson and an eye opener to those that want to donate their land for Ruga. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Leave your comments below on this issue and let's know what you think.